Hello, hi everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are making something really special and I'm going to show you a very easy way of making Kofta Korma Curry. To make that, I'm going to use this store-bought ready-made chicken meatballs. I mean, you can make chicken meatballs at home as well, but I'll just show you a very easy way of making Kofta Korma Curry with these ones. So what I'm going to do is put these in my air fryer and I'm just going to air fry this for 5 minutes on 200 degrees centigrade. You can also shallow fry them. Just spray a little bit with this olive oil. We are only going to air fry these for 5 minutes. The reason being it's just going to lock its moisture inside, and when we cook the koftas in the curry, then they're going to be really soft and succulent from inside. And then we'll start off with the curry. Okay, so first of all, I've just taken a pan because I think the trademark for this dish is to have brown onions. I mean, you can buy brown onions from market as well, the fried onions, and then you can make a paste of it. But I think the best thing is that you fry fresh in oils and also to use that oil subsequently to make the curry. So this is about 1.5 large onion. So I'm going to put in a hot oil. So while we are browning our onions, I'm just going to show you that our meatballs are ready and they have been cooked for 5 minutes. You can see that there's got a thin crust on the top. I have not fully cooked them. The reason being when I put them in the curry, I want them to absorb all the juices and they are going to increase in size afterwards. So this is why I've just cooked them for 5 minutes. You can also shallow fry them in the oil if you want, but I've just air fried them. So while we are browning our onions, I'm just going to make our korma mixtures. So this is about 2 cups of natural yogurt. Whisk it nicely and make sure that it's on the room temperature. You don't want them to be on the opposite temperature because that's going to coagulate the yogurt. In goes about 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. In goes about 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. I'm just going to give it a nice mix. My onions have been browned. I'll show you the color I was looking for, but this is the color we want. We don't want them to turn really dark brown or black because that would give a bad taste to the curry. So they are evenly browned. So just going to take these out now and we're going to make a paste of these onions. And while the oil is still hot, I'm just going to put, this is about 7 to 8 cashews into it, and I just want them to turn just golden brown. Fry my cashews as well. Just make sure that you don't turn them dark brown. We just want very light golden brown color on these. So I'm just taking these cashews out. They're just slightly golden brown. This is the color we want. this is going in a blender to make a paste. Make sure that you use minimum water to make this paste. So we've taken the same pan again, and I'm going to use this leftover oil from the onion frying, and this is why I said it's important to fry those onions at home so that you can use the oil, as it's going to give a nice taste to the curry. In goes our whole spices, which is mainly a cinnamon stick, 4 cloves and 4 to 5 green cardamoms. Next ingredient will be our yogurt mix with all the ginger garlic paste and spices. Make sure it's on the room temperature. So once our whole spices starts to crackle, I'm going to transfer the yogurt mix into it. But before I do that, I'm just going to reduce my heat and slowly transfer it to the oil to make sure that it doesn't coagulate. Keep stirring this while you are transferring this yogurt mix into the oil, and I'm just going to cook this on a low heat for the next 5 to 6 minutes, and then we're going to transfer the meatballs into this mix. You know that they're not fully cooked, so we're just going to drop these koftas into this gravy. Be very gentle with them, because we don't want to break them. So once you have dropped all the koftas into the gravy, give it a nice mix. See, I'm just trying to mix it by moving my pan rather than using a spatula, because at this stage the koftas will be very soft and tender and that they can break easily. So this is why I'm using this wide mouth vessel so that it can facilitate my turning the koftas around. So once it has a nice boil, I'm going to reduce the heat and let it cook for the next 10 minutes or so, and then once it's 10 minutes, then we're going to add the onion mixture to it. So our kofta curry had been cooking for 10 minutes now on a slow heat. So this is the time to put the onion paste into it. So I'm just going to put 3 teaspoons of the onion and cashew nut paste, and then once you've done it, give it a nice mix in a similar way I did it before, and we're going to cover it with a lid and let it cook for another 10 minutes on a slow heat. In between cooking, if you need to stir this, so make sure that you use the same method and try not to use the spatulas much into this. So now once I've done the mixing, I'm just going to cover it back with the lid and cook for the next few minutes till I see the oil coming on the top, and you will see the color changes. So our kofta curry has been cooking for 20 minutes in total, and 10 minutes after the addition of the onion and cashew nut paste, and you can see that the oil is just coming on the top and it just looks really nice, and the koftas has really swollen up and they have absorbed all the fluid and become really succulent and tender. So I'm going to dish this out and then garnish it with coriander leaves. You can serve this with rice, naan or paratha, whatever you like, and oh wow, this just looks really nice. Hiya, our Kofta Korma curry is all ready, and hope you like the recipe. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for all your support. See you next time. Bye bye.